KHNC 1360 AM, Johnstown, Denver.
My friends, you'll have to take my word for it. It really is me. I know I don't sound like myself. I got a cold. My throat is a wasteland. But it's me anyway, Howard Riell, and the show is called Riell Truth, and our call-in number is 877-254-7524, and I will do the best I can. Let's hit it running. Item from Breitbart. Trump's perfect score on a mental acuity test once again exposes the media as wild conspiracy theorists and flat-out liars. From the New York Times, headline, Is Mr. Trump nuts? From USA Today, battles over Trump's mental health and fitness for office sidetrack his policy agenda. From the Washington Post, Wolf's book has thrust the topic of Trump's mental stability to the forefront of public debate. CNN's Jake Tapper, quote, the president's mental fitness has come under discussion quite a bit the last 2 weeks. Do you think a president's mental health should be tested? Obviously, this is just the tip of the 24/7 cable news Sunday show iceberg. The left-wing CNN has been trolling Trump over this issue for months, turned it up to 11 this last week. But what was the rationale for all this irresponsible, norm-defying, anti-science speculation? A book written by author Michael Wolff that even venomous Trump haters like NBC's Katie Tur has had to admit was fake but true, unquote. Hell, the author himself can't even claim he told the truth. But now that Trump's doctor, who is also the White House doctor for Barack Obama and George W. Bush, has announced that the president got a perfect score on a widely respected, difficult mental acuity test, 30 out of 30. What we have here is yet another instance where the entire mainstream media has egg all over their face after betraying the American people with lies and conspiracy theories, unquote. My friends, the media, the major media, they're not stupid. They know that every thinking American will realize that they're lying and lying and lying. They're counting on the non-thinking Americans. They're counting on the mushheads who will vote for Hillary Clinton, who will vote for Barack Obama, who will vote for a candidate because the candidate has a vagina or has a particular color of skin. These are the meatheads that CNN plays to. They're not playing to the Riell Truth audience, that much I know. But they're figuring there are enough zombies out there, the walking dead, the unthinking walking dead, who will hear something and just believe it. That's what they're counting on. So I want you to go to your friends, your relatives, your coworkers, who don't know as much as you do, who are not as well informed as you are, who don't have the passion for truth that you possess, and I want you to educate them. Talk to them. Let them know that the garbage they're getting on CNN is just that. It's garbage. It's Riell Truth on Wednesday. We'll be right back, my friends.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution.
American Window Tinting Incorporated in Franktown reminds parents, keep an eye on your child while shopping. Children tend to stray or become lost. This poses an opportunity for a would-be abductor. Please make every effort to keep track of your little one at all times. If you have information regarding a lost child, call local authorities at once. This message is from American Window Tinting Incorporated. For residential or commercial window tinting, call 303-263-4228. Pickle's Restaurant in Denver reminds that over 750,000 children were reported missing last year. Over 58,000 of these were abducted by non-family members. Keep an eye out for youngsters, and if you see anything suspicious, contact the authorities immediately. This message from Pickle's Restaurant in Denver is not only the best Italian and Mexican cuisine, it's the people who care. Give them a call at 303-757-5166.
All right, guys, welcome back to Real Truth. Let's kick things off with a bang. Mark Simone interviewing Ann Coulter. Go.
So Ann Coulter is one of our favorite guests.
My friends, she is absolutely right, and it's a monumentally important point. Liberals are always the real racists, and she just told you why. The Republicans want merit-based and the immigration, and the Democrats mean, well, that leaves out people of color. So the Democrats are saying people of color cannot and will not be getting in if it's merit-based. So who's the real racist? It's not the Republican, it's the Democrat. Got it? We'll take a break and we'll be back with more Real Truth.
Power has been providing reliable electrical power systems in the Rocky Mountain area. Power systems rely on the sun to help make you self-reliant on your power needs. Solar energy can be stable in any situation, from complete power independence to backup power for the short term. Our expertise focuses on technical power, but we have extensive experience with utility interactive systems. Sophisticated capabilities on emergency lighting all the way to commercial scale power. Great Plains Power is a full-service company. We service everything we sell. We provide and design turnkey packages, custom design systems, and parts for do-it-yourself. With more than 20 years of specialized experience at building solar, let us know what your power concerns or goals are. Reach us by phone or the internet. Call 303-239-9963. That's 303-239-9963. Or go to greatplainsolar.com.
The Lord leads the counsel of the nations to nothing. He makes the plans of the people of no master. The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the plans of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose God is Lord. The people he has chosen as his own inheritance. Psalm 33, verses 10 through 12.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. This is the America News Network.
All right, guys, I'm going to call an audible from the line. Wasn't planning on it. But what the hell? I want to stay with Ann Coulter. I want to stay with her interview on the Mark Simone show because what she's saying is just that important. She just made an absolutely incredibly important point that when Republicans talk about merit-based immigration, the racists in our country, the liberals, the Democrats, they think it refers automatically to people of color. So we see what the Democrats think of people of color. They think they're stupid. The liberals are always the real racists with their affirmative action and other garbage. They're PC. Let's continue to get an education from Ann Coulter, again, on the Mark Simone Show. Go. Did he say real truth? I think that was a wink to the audience that Mark Simone listens to Real Truth every day. I could be wrong, but that's the way I interpret it. All right, guys, we're not going to listen to talk about Jared Kushner. We're about to hit a commercial break. When we come back, lots more as I struggle to recover my health and my voice. It would be nice, right? We'll be right back.
Simplify your supplement with Riell Superfood, the most nutritional whole food supplement you can buy. Children, even Olympic athletes the world over have discovered Vital Superfood from VitalH.com, and now they just one nutritional systems of substantive capabilities of modern emergency lighting, all the way to commercial scale power. Great Plains Power is a full service company. We service everything we sell. We provide and design turnkey packages, custom design system, and parts for do-it-yourself. With more than 20 years of specialized experience at Builders Workshop, let us know what your power concerns or goals are. Reach us by phone or the internet. Call 303-239-9963. That's 303-239-9963. Or go to GreatPlainsSolar.com. And the Word became flesh and blood upon us, and we beheld His glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. John bore witness of Him and cried out, saying, This was He of whom I said, He who comes after me is preferred before me, for He was before me. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 14 and 15. The people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
All right, my friends, we are back. And did you know? Well, I know you know that Europe is destroying itself. And that's not altogether a bad thing, but it should come as a warning to America that we should not do what Europe is doing. Here's Tucker Carlson on Fox News talking about exactly what's going on to our friends in Europe. Go ahead, Tucker.
Islamic terror isn't
My friends, it's funny and it's not funny. Item from InfoWars. Nobel Prize winning economist and globalist Robert Shiller says that President Donald Trump has launched a national revolution against the elite. Speaking to CNBC and undoubtedly on behalf of many of the political class, Shiller said he found it troublesome and was concerned that the Trump phenomenon was derailing globalism. Quote, Trump is a revolution, unfortunately, and one who's reaffirming nationalism, said Shiller, expressing his desire that Democrats will recapture control of Congress after the midterms so that Trump's agenda is, quote, defanged. My friends, Trump is giving the boot to the globalists. Thank God. The globalists are the ones who don't care about you or your family. They care about themselves. They want to see America become a third world nation. They want America brought low. Donald Trump wants to make America great again. Do you see a little bit of a contradiction there? Donald Trump is working for America and Americans. And the globalists, the elitists, they only ever work for themselves. So throughout Colorado, if you're used to voting Democrat, get unused to it. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Phillips, founder of the Green Earth.
Well, it had to happen. When Colorado legalized marijuana, most people thought the Green Herb was a marijuana dispensary. Also, it was legalized on January 1st, 2014. The same day we opened our new location at 4565 Kippen Street, 1.5 blocks south of I-70. There are 83,000 cars a day passing in front of our new location on Kippen Street, and most of them thought we were a marijuana dispensary. So we changed the name of our retail store to New Genesis Health, but we kept the name of our Green Herb Supplements. So when you come to our new location, look for our new name, New Genesis Health, or call us at 888-765-HERB. That's 888-765-4372, and be sure to the Healthy Nation Show with Linda Phillips every Tuesday at 1 p.m.
Now this is the testimony of John, the Jew sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, who are you? He confessed and did not deny, but confessed, I am not the Messiah. And they asked him, what then? Are you Elijah? He said, I am not. Are you the prophet? And he answered, no. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 19 through 21.
The associates of your 24-hour Walmart supercenter not be able to find. No one anywhere is more noble, righteous, ethical, and courageous than our United States Armed Forces. These brave men and women and their families foot the bill for our freedom every day. Send a military care package to let them know that they are in our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts. This message is from the associate at your 24-hour Walmart supercenter on Highway 287 in Lafayette. They're on the air because they care.
All right, guys, let's have a show of hands. Well, let's not, since I can't see your hands. But let's do a mental show of hands. How many people know what the critical theory is? How many people know that it has wrought untold destruction here in America and elsewhere? Well, here's my buddy Bill Whittle, brilliant guy, to tell us about the critical theory. And if you think this is boring stuff, it's about as boring as what's going to happen to you and your children the rest of your lives. So listen well. Bill Whittle. All right, guys, we're about to hit a commercial break. Once again, I will post this on my Facebook page, Riell Truth Radio. I know you go there every day, right? Say right. Yeah. Nod your head. Right. Okay. Well, if you're not, you should be. And I expect you to begin today. We'll come back and we will wrap it up. More Riell Truth ahead.
And of his fullness hath all received, and grace for grace. For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 16.
We look at the block of time that reminds us that the drug problem is well documented. We know our kids will be approached at the beginning. We want to applaud the youngsters in our community who said no to drugs. They provide examples to their peers and families to be the best they can be. As for the block of time located at 366 Street, serving our area 1943 and specializing in natural life HB and pork and meat custom process. Call 303-688-2240. That's 303-688-2240.
Item from InfoWars. A group called New California has taken its first steps towards carving the Golden State in two. Okay. A group called New California has taken its first steps towards carving the Golden State in two, issuing a Declaration of Independence which would incorporate most of the state's rural counties, while coastal counties from the northern San Francisco Bay Area to the southern tip of Los Angeles would remain part of the existing state. Quoted by CBS founder Paul Preston said, quote, "Well, it's been ungovernable for a long time. High taxes, education, you name it, and we're rated around 48th or 50th from a business climate standpoint in California." My friends, what they want to do is they want to cut loose the idiotic, lunatic, fringe, liberal part of California, hope that it drops into the sea, and have a more normal overall state of California. And my friends, I hope that they are successful in that. Item from CBS 13, Sacramento, California. An explosive day in the courtroom as opening statements began in the trial of Luis Bracamontes, the undocumented immigrant accused of killing two deputies in 2014. A judge ordered the jury out of the room during an outburst by the defendant as he admitted to murdering the peace officers. Bracamonte said there's no need for a trial, but the judge ruled it will still go on. Quote, there was no need to prove all this blank, Bracamonte said. Be silent, the judge yelled back. I want to blanking plead to this, the defendant responded. As if the smiles and smirks coming from the accused cop killer's face weren't shocking enough, the outbursts from Luis Bracamontes stunned the courtroom, first calling one of the alleged victims a coward before yelling expletives while describing the fact that he killed the officers and didn't regret it. Quote, I killed blanking cops. They're blanking dead. I don't blanking regret that, he said while laughing. Unquote. My friends, if the guy doesn't want a trial, I say listen to him. I say blow his brains out and get on to the next trial. Item from the College Fix. Headline, Ohio State reprimands white heterosexual masculinity. Quote, masculinity simultaneously harms yet privileges men, syllabuses state. A class taught this spring at Ohio State University will review a parade of reasons why white heterosexual masculinity is allegedly problematic, tackling the topic from the constructs of racial issues, bullying, pop culture, societal expectations, and much more, according to its syllabus. The course, called Be a Man, Masculinities, Race, and Nation, includes a variety of readings to that end, including its required textbook, quote, Dude, You're a Fag, by C.J. Pascoe, which analyzes masculinity as not only a gendered process, but a sexual one, its Amazon description states. Other assigned reading excerpts include Masculinity as Homophobia by Michael Kimmel, Advertising and the Construction of Violent White Masculinity by Jackson Katz, Dude Sex, Dudes Who Have Sex with Other Dudes by Jane Ward, Looking for My Penis by Richard Fung, Sodomy in the New World by Jonathan Goldberg, and Teaching Men's Anal Pleasure by Susan Stiritz. Unquote. My friends, this is the sickness masquerading as freedom, as progressivism. It's sickness, and it's up to us to find a cure. I'm confident we will. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends, with more Riell Truth. Hasta luego.